Hi, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Thursdate with Erica. Today we're a little bit early, but it's okay. You guys can watch live. Hopefully, you're watching live with us or catch the replay. But yeah, today, well, every week, I am excited to bring on a new business owner so you guys can see that this business is for everybody and, other business owners and see what their journey is and what they were looking for and why this was a good fit for them. And so if you are watching us live or watching the replay, please comment down below and say hi and let us know where you're watching from and let us know what the weather is like where you are. I'm here in Calgary. It's cloudy, it's rainy, but it's okay. Then that just means it'll be more green. Today, I am so excited to have Ailyn join me. She is a mom, she's a wife, and she's an early childhood educator. And she's been doing this business and just absolutely rocking it. And so I'll bring her on and we'll say hi to Ailyn. Hi, Ailyn.
Hi, sis. Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Nice to see you, and thank you for taking the time to join us today. So, can you give our viewers just an overview, introduce yourself? Who are you?
Okay, here we go. So, my name is Ailyn. I am originally from the Philippines and now living here in Alberta, Canada. I am a wife, a mom, an early childhood educator, and a digital business owner, mentor, and coach. I have been in the business for 2 years, and so far, I'm loving it.
Awesome. That's so awesome. I know. Isn't this business so amazing? You get to meet people from everywhere.
I know.
And
Yesterday I got to meet somebody from Belgium and it's
woo,
oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's so fun because
exactly.
otherwise how can you meet these people, right?
Yeah,
So I'm loving it as a coach and yeah, that's it. I love
awesome.
it.
I know. And even for us, we're both originally from the Philippines. We're both Filipinas, and we both live in Alberta, but we wouldn't have been able to meet each other
I know,
if not for
right?
this business. So
No.
it's really awesome. Awesome. Okay, so I just wanted to ask, like, let us know kind of what your life was before and why you were looking for something, why you're looking for an
Mhm.
online business, or were you looking for an online
I
business?
wasn't actually. I wasn't looking. I'm the normal mom after work. We'll have to, feed the family, wash the dishes. And then by the time you get to bed, it's past 10 already, right? So I was just, usually scrolling on my news feed. And then I saw this ad. And I'm like, what is this? It's actually the first time I saw an ad like that. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, and there's a lot of questions like, do you have more information? Can you give me more information? I'm like, what's going on? And then I click it and then I saw the whole ad and like, wow, really? Things are, this is happening behind my back. Like, wow, this is so unfair, right? Because I work in a daycare and I'm telling you, after 8 hour shifts, I'm exhausted. You know, working in a daycare is like having a party all day long for kids, right? It's so tiring.
It's so true.
And I have been in the childcare industry for over 15 years. And, I thought that's going to be the life. Okay. So I thought I'm going to be old and gray and still working in the
Still
daycare.
chasing
And
after kids.
yes, but I actually had an accident 6 months ago. And how can I chase kids? Right now I still have to heal. So I said, "Oh my gosh, so this is going to be the life." That's what I thought because I was raised in a environment in a country or in a value a culture that says, you know, study really well. If you do not study well, you're not going to make it. Okay, you're never going to be successful. And all this time, all these years, I've always thought, oh my gosh, I never get to become a doctor. I want to be a doctor. My family can't afford it. Okay, so I'm not a lawyer, so I'm never going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be successful or stuff like that. And so I've always thought, actually, I have a background. My bachelor degree is in nutrition and dietetics. But I came here in Canada 20 years ago, and I can't afford to go back to school. Unfortunately, here in Canada, if you're from the Philippines, you need to go back to zero.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to, like, have a student loan that you can't afford, because I was an immigrant coming in. Actually, I'm a caregiver coming in. And so I said, oh my gosh, when you are 25 years old and you're super excited about life, and then suddenly you realize, like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be working until I'm 65 or more, because who can afford to retire, right? Because the inflation rate is not enough. It's not gonna cover your expenses, right? So I've always had this mentality, like, this is it. I'm gonna be working, and then I'm gonna retire at 65 as an early childhood educator. Unless I want to climb up the ladder, I'm gonna be like, the director of the daycare. But I don't want to do that. It's so much more for little money.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
more responsibility. Our daycare is over 200 kids. And
Wow.
it's like, I don't want to be responsible this for these kids and family, right? I
Yeah.
never applied for anything, although we can rank up over there, but it's a pretty global company. We have companies all over the world, but I don't want to take that responsibility. Okay. I'm happy with my little room, with what I earn. And I was just, what do you call this? I was just satisfied in a way, because my husband is an engineer. So with our combined income, we are okay. But I
Yeah.
never thought before this business that I was settling. It wasn't in my mind. I never thought we were settling, because we can afford food, we can
Yeah.
afford to travel, we can afford that, but we need to save, because it's not always in the budget, right? It's
Yeah.
always like,
Exactly.
payday is time to pay the bills. It's not payday. It's pay the bills. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I never thought, because it's so comfortable, right? Like
Yeah.
I go to my 9 o'clock shift, leave at 6, and that's it. I'm not responsible, because I know how it is to have a home daycare before that.
Yeah.
When I was growing my kid, I know how crazy it is to run a home daycare. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is pretty easy to be in a company where I just show
You
up. Yeah,
exactly.
I just show up and that's it. Everything is, provided. There's a cook, there's everybody to help you out. But because I have a comparison, right? My home daycare business before is all all me. I'm the cook, I'm the teacher, I'm
Cleaner. Yeah.
everybody. I
Everything.
know. Yeah, every day in and day out. And I was like, it's a big sacrifice, because I want to care for my kid. I told my boss, I'm not gonna go back to work. I'm not gonna take care of 24 kids and not my one.
Yeah.
Okay? No, that's not happening. It's okay if I'm a nurse. I'm not gonna be taking care of other people's kid and not mine, right? But then, as a Filipino, as in our culture, we are raised to, like, you're like the good mom if
Yeah.
you raise your own kid, right? And so that was my dream. My dream is to have a family, a kid, and take care of it,
Yeah.
right? So, so I've always thought, okay, study well. Okay, I did that. Check, right?
Yeah.
Get a job. Okay, I got that. Check. Buy a home, buy a car. Okay, check, check. So I thought I'm doing okay, and then okay, all I have to do now is wait for retirement, right? I'm set. But then when I came here in Canada at 25 years old, like, this is the life here. I'll never get to enjoy life, because the mentality when you're a Filipino, like, going abroad will change your
Yeah.
life. Okay, that is like, you get on an airplane, whoa,
Yeah.
you're
It's like,
good, you're
oh,
set for
then
life.
exactly. Yeah.
Life's gonna be so much better. Like, it was like that. And then I came here, and, like, I saw a lot of immigrant. That scared me. that scared me because I saw a lot of immigrant when I talked to them because I'm new, right? I'm brand
Yeah.
new, and I talked to them. How was your life in Canada? And these people, because I started as a caregiver, right? And these people are so tired. They
Yeah.
are like, and then they tell me, oh, we need to send money to the Philippines, and they don't have even insurances, like, and they barely have anything. They send everything to the Philippines, and there barely any left for them and for their future. And what if something happens and then they don't have insurance and stuff like that? I was like, wow, you guys are, walking on fire. Like,
Yeah, no, and it's so true because even so, when I came to Canada, I was young, and so it was me and my mom, and she was saying it's just so different in the Philippines. Even though you work a lot, it seems like you have more time to kind of just relax and enjoy life, right?
mhm,
And you go out to eat with your friends, but here it's like you work, work, work because everything is so much more expensive. You do start from scratch. Your education in the
mhm,
Philippines don't always translate over here, right?
mhm.
Especially in like the healthcare industry. Like you have to
No.
start from zero. And so it's so hard. And I totally understand that, especially with all like different, and it's not just Filipinos, it's all immigrants, right?
Mhm.
And to come here to try to create a better life for them and their family, but they work so much harder because they do have to send money back home, and there it's so much more expensive over here, so obviously you have to work more to try to save and actually just afford to live, right? And so
Yeah. It's
it's
so
crazy.
expensive. And so I was so scared. And people, some immigrants, because they live like that, I there are a few times back when I just starting here that I heard like, oh, somebody died. We need to chip in money to send them back home. Like, what? I'm like, oh my God, it's that hard? Like, oh my gosh. So I was like, my dreams as a young adult was all crushed. Like, oh my gosh, where is the light in the tunnel
Yeah.
here, right? So I've
Yeah.
always thought that, okay, so this is the life, so I guess I have to live that kind of life. And because coming from the Philippines, I never had any mentor. My mom, she worked abroad, after 24 years of being as a teacher in Manila, and I lost my dad when I was young. So all she wants to do is to send me to a good school, right? So I went to a good school, and so she needs to move away, and so she can provide it. So I never had a good mentor, like, mentor that will tell me like, you have everything in your hand, you have the control in your hand, you're born to be successful, there's no limit to what you can achieve. I don't have that. Okay. I was just thought like, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good at where I am. Then one day I saw this ad and like, wow, that's not fair. Like,
You're like,
how
what is
I
that?
know, like, I feel so cheated. I feel so like scammed. Like, what? I was like working my 8-hour shift, and you guys are home enjoying your family. The money keeps coming in the mailbox. Like, whoa, where is
Yeah.
this, money tree, right? And they always say, see you in the inside, see you in the inside. Like, where is this inside? Where is this inside?
How do I get in?
I need to see this inside. And I'm kind of person that I never let anything to go like chance. I don't let it pass by.
Yeah.
If I see a chance, I need to see it. Then I decide if it's a good opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the person that I don't want regrets in life. I don't want. If I decide on something, if I make a decision on something, I stand by it. I stand by it. At least I know. At least I know what it is, right? So I was like, okay, they're asking for name and email address. Okay, I can just do it. I have plenty of email address. How many do you need, right? So I'm like, I'm putting it. So I saw a lot of information, information please, information please. I was like, okay, me too. So I put, what's wrong with that? Look, that's zero risk, right?
Yeah.
So I said, I'll put my name and email. No, I actually said, oh, information, please. And then they return my message right away. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just log in and then register my name and email address. And I was brought to this amazing webinar. I don't get it. Okay. I don't get the first half of it. Like, okay, I don't get it. But I see the testimonial at the end of it. And like, I was like, whoa. It was an eye opener for me. Like, it's an eye opener. But this is happening behind my back. I never seen anything like this. And these people are, you know, getting more and more successful. And you cannot fake happiness. You know, the happiness on the face, the sadness, the
The
sadness of
emotion.
the emotions. You can't
Yeah.
fake that. They're not paid actors, right? And I was like, okay, also if this person without college degree or university degree, just a mom can do this. Okay, so what's wrong about me, right? Because when I went to Canada, I know I'm gonna go to Quebec, so I know it's French, but somehow I know somehow there should be a translation somewhere. So I told myself, if I can read, I can do it. So they said, "Oh, we have a step by step training. You're never gonna be alone. Blah blah blah. We have a a positive community." Which I later on found out were all real. Okay, all real. Like they're not just saying they're positive. They are really positive. When I first came in there, I said like in the community of the business owners, like, wow, this is my heaven on earth. I was so happy. I was just, oh my gosh, I found you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
you just get so excited, right? You're like, oh my goodness, where have you been all this
uh,
time?
I know. So I was so happy. So I get to see it, and then I get to see the testimonials of real people doing the business, and like, okay, what they can do, I can do as well. If I can read, if I can follow step by step training, if I can, follow a video based tutorial that's everywhere in YouTube anyway. So I can do this. So
Yeah,
I said, okay, so I joined in right away. I don't want to miss because it's not the day that you miss, okay? When you did not register for it, when you don't join that day, it's not that day that you miss. You missed for myself 20 years or 15 years of working experience, right? So why would I not go that day, right? It's not one day that you miss. It's all this time that this is happening behind your back,
that
right?
you didn't take action.
Didn't take action. You
Yeah,
don't know about it. You were just super skeptic. Like this is another crazy thing going on the internet. But
exactly.
check it out. If you don't shed anything, if it's for free, why would you not check it out?
Exactly. You get all this information for free to check it out and get the information, and then you can make your decision. Then you know,
Yeah.
right?
Then you won't regret it because if you didn't go there, if you didn't started it, then it's you don't blame anything because it's hard when you're like, what if it's the next big thing, right? What if that will change my life? What if
Exactly.
all those what if? I never want to do that. I am not. I'm very careful with my decisions in life. I get to where I am because I use my head.
Exactly.
and and so that's it. It was a very positive experience for me. 2 years later, it's been amazing. Best decision that I made. I'm sorry, that was a long
No,
story.
no, but I love it, right? Because it's so true, right? A lot of people move from their countries, and it's like all the struggles that immigrants do. And it's not just immigrants to Canada or North America. It's people moving away from their country and starting over, right? And And I like what you said when you're like, oh, the scam of you going to work your 9 to 6 job, right? That's the scam.
That's
For
a
them
scam.
to tell us like, oh no, you have to work for years and years and years to and wait until you're 65 to retire and enjoy life for like maybe 10, 20 years,
That
right?
is
Like,
okay. That is okay if you can still do it. Honestly, when I had my accident, I was never afraid because I have this thing going, right?
exactly.
And but the thing is, this is what is life ahead. When
Yeah,
you cannot longer walk, when you cannot when you can no longer go to places. I'm like, it's summer right now, but can I go biking? I can't. This is the preview of the future life that our body will, like it or not, will deteriorate, right?
yeah,
But okay, can you still go to the places that you want to go? Can you even still work, right? Why wait? Why wait? Right? This is a preview of my life moving forward. I'm getting sick, I'm getting old. So why risk that? Not
exactly.
having financial security, not having time freedom. And why not do it now when we can still do a lot? Because we're still stronger, we're still
Exactly.
younger, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, so that's amazing. I love your story and I love how you put things. Now,
Thank
what
you.
is it that motivates you to keep doing this? And I know you kind of touched on that a little bit already, but what is it that really motivates you to keep doing this business?
Okay, so just a backstory. Before I saw the business, we were in the Philippines for a month after 10 years of not being able to go there because it's expensive, honestly, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You the
You
culture
have
is
to
that
save.
you save because okay, it's expensive, right? Because the culture in the Philippines, you go there, you bring your balikbayan boxes, and you have this, gifts for
Yeah.
everybody. And
Pasalubong.
yeah, pasalubong. But then the people are like, "What's this? Is this a donation? Is this a relief good?" It's not like that. They want brands,
Yeah.
branded stuff. Okay, so we brought branded bags and stuff like that. Nothing cheap. Okay, so before you even go, you have to
You're
spend
already
already.
spending so much. Yeah.
And then when you get there, you have to have money so you can bring everybody to wherever you're going because you miss each other. And so you pay the bills, right? You pay there. So, but then we brought like dollars, right? Dollars. So compared to peso, it's heavier
Yeah.
you have more. So when I get there, I'm like, oh my God, this is the life. That is the realization. That is the moment that I realize I'm missing out on something because wow, I get to spend in dollars, right? I get money and then spend in peso actually. So I'm like, one time I went to SM to the mall and like 17,000, sure. Like one cart full of stuff, like sure, 70,000. What's 70,000, right? So it's like that, like wow, I don't even worry about it. I don't even think about the prices because I can afford it, right? When my daughter said, Mommy, I want that. Mommy, I want to go there. Mommy, I want to go to this museum. I want to do this. Buy me that. Buy me this. It's always yes, 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 yes. And it's never a no. Because here in Canada, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Salary is next week. And I don't even know if I have money for that because we need to eat first before anything else, right? And but then I realized that my daughter is picking up something like, is that expensive, mommy? Can we afford it? So the mentality of my child is being twisted about the money, which is I don't like her to have that. I want her to know that, I want her to give everything, right? Because when you have a kid, you want to give everything to them, right?
Yeah.
So this is when I realized that I need that kind of lifestyle. So when we go back here in Edmonton, I I realized that I realized that um I realized that oh, I want that lifestyle. I really want that. So I prayed on New Year's Eve and I said, please, dear God, I really want this lifestyle. I don't know how, but I just want it. And then that's when, after a few weeks, that I saw the webinar, and that's it.
Yeah. Answer to your prayers, right?
I know, I know. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, so thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. So I know you've got a busy day as a coach and stuff. I totally understand. So,
Uh-huh.
but what is there any advice that you can give to our viewers right now? What advice would you give them?
I think the advice for that I can give them is that, give it a chance. Give it, you know what I always tell in my coaching call, like, I always tell them that I need to be very careful of what I say to you, because I could be a bearer of good or a bearer of good hope for the future, for your family, for generations to come. But I could make a mistake and say something that could potentially destroy your chances of ever having a good life. So for me, I would always advise people to check it out. Check if it's something that, you know, you can just check it, like, it's free, right?
Free,
So
risk free, right?
it's risk free, and it is something that you can eventually, you know, leave for your family, for generations to come, so they don't have to start from scratch. It's not just what the opportunity is going to give you for the moment or for a few years from now, but it actually snowball and so big that it's just gonna,
Yeah,
it's mind
it's mind
blowing.
blowing.
So this is something that you should check. Just put your name and email address, and that's it. You're that is for you to decide, right? So I hope that's something that you should,
Yeah.
do and try and check it out. 2 years later, I this is still the best decision I made since stepping to Canada.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Ailyn. Okay, everybody,
You're welcome.
we have the free webinar is on tonight and it's on live. Again, that's what we say, right? Just check it out, get the information, and it's risk free, right? If you
Mm-hmm.
think it's not for you, then fine, there's no pressure. But what if it could change your life, right?
Right?
What if this is the thing that makes your dreams come true? And it
Mm-hmm.
has worked for a lot of people all
A
over
lot
the
of
world,
people.
right? It's like thousands and thousands of people, their lives have changed because of this business. So
Mm-hmm.
check it out, get the information you need, make an informed decision, and see if it's a right fit for you. Again,
Mm-hmm.
tonight we have our live webinar. If you guys are interested, comment down below, reach out to me, direct message me, or go to my website and Ailyn's website as well. They should be up on the screen. Thank you, Ailyn, so much for your
You're welcome,
time.
Keys.
Thanks, everybody who watched live.
Bye,
If you're
everyone.
watching the replay, comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. You guys have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.
Bye, guys.